So before we get into today's video, I'm going to let you know that I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm just telling you what I know based off of experience. And yes, like the title says, stop using Zarchiver when you're trying to use Zalith Launcher, Amethyst Launcher, or any other launcher that gives us access to our storage access framework. So that out of the way, I'm going to tell you why. Well, Zalith Launcher has an option that says Open Game Main Directory. This option actually gives you access to, as you can see in the top left hand side, the Android data directory. Directly. Yeah, I was trying to say directly. So what that means is that technically we can go inside this .minecraft folder, go to versions, and if we had any versions installed right here, we could actually copy mods and stuff like that from our actual internal storage. If you want me to do a video about that, then let me know. Now, why I say this is because a lot of people always use Zarchiver, copy their mod packs, well, not always, but a lot of people, and they copy these mod packs and they don't copy them properly into that directory. So one big thing that I told a lot of people in one of my videos is that I use scope storage. You can use scope storage. This is the default path. I have nothing installed in here. That's because this default path indirectly accesses the data directory, and that is hard to navigate to unless you have applications like I have. I'm going to show you right now. Applications like MU files, if I can find it right here. Actually, no, I don't need MU files with this device. This is the default file manager app, okay? So on the left-hand side, the default file manager app, which is installed on Android, gives you access to go into the Zalith Launcher directory. And that's because Zalith Launcher gives us access to that directory, which is called Storage Access Framework. You can use things like Activity Launcher. So if I go and search for Activity Launcher, let's see if we can find it here and go into it. Let's install it. I'm going to show you this just because this is probably the fastest way. Click OK. We're going to look for files. Okay, so files, search, and there it is right there, com.android.documents UI. Yours might say com.androidx.documents UI. We can click on this and then we can actually click on the files activity and click on launch activity, and it'll bring you to your default file manager inside of our device. And that gives you access to Zalith Launcher, also Zalith Launcher 2. It also gives you access to like emulators that give you access, and even Amethyst. Amethyst, you can copy and paste things in here easily as peasily. Okay? Now, why I'm telling you this is because people keep telling people, Middle Eastern people that is, use Zarchiver because you can get access to your Android data directory. Stop it. Stop using it. It's not directly, like actually giving you access to that directory at all. Even if you use Shizuku, it breaks things. I even had somebody recently confirm after I told them, hey, do it this way. They copied the mod pack doing it this way, that it worked for them. But before, they were using Zarchiver again, which is not giving you access properly. Whereas this, so let me go into Zalith Launcher again. I'm going to use this default path. I'm going to install Fabric, and I'm going to install the latest version of Fabric, and that's going to download that to the data directory, okay? Now, the open main directory, which I showed you at the beginning, that sort of gives you access to that file path as well. It's a little bit of a convoluted method. So you go to settings, and then you go to, where is a game path folder, and that gives you access to the mods folder and everything like that, which you can see here. I have my Fabric API, but when you're in here, you can't actually like navigate out of this and stuff like that. So you have to actually go into the main page, go to open game main directory, and then you can actually go to .minecraft versions. There it is right there. There's the mods folder right there. Now, the only thing is when you leave, you go all the way out. Let's say I downloaded a mod that's compatible. Let's say it's this one right here, and I copy it. I can't actually get back into that Zalith Launcher directory properly. As you can see here, if I go to Android data, it's not going to give you access to that, unfortunately. Now, you can though, I'm going to tell you this. If you go to open main directory and you go back, and let's go copy that mod in my downloads. Which one was it? This one right here. Copy it. If I click on, I think it's software private directory. Yeah, I can click on software private directory, go to .minecraft, go to versions, go to fabric, go to mods. I can paste that in there. See? So it's just learning how to use the software, because ZalithLauncher has an internal actual file manager for you. So what I clicked on was external storage directory. And that's how I was able to copy the mods, even though there's an easier way to do this, by the way. If you watch my mods video, I show you this. But I copied my mods manually into that mods folder right there. And now if I launch the game, I think that version of Controlify works, but Controlify doesn't work with the Zalith Launcher, by the way, so it might just crash. I don't know. It'll just work, okay? Now, again, stop using Zarchiver, because Zarchiver is not giving you proper access to that data directory. And I've tested this myself. Somebody was like, oh, but I have Shizuku, bro. Shizuku lets me access it, bro. Well, I tested it with Shizuku and it was giving me problems even with that as well. So yeah, Controlify doesn't work, by the way, okay? But you can also use Activity Launcher again. And there's other apps out there, I guess, too, that gives you access to the file, like the default file manager. But that's all you need access to. You only need access to the default file manager, like MU Files. MU Files is an app that I developed so you can get access to it easily. This device has the file manager default already into it. So like this Files app right here, that's just the default file manager app that lets me access these folders and stuff like that. So I could just technically, as you can see here, if I go to versions, I go to fabric and my mods folder, there's those mods right there. But I showed you another way that you could actually access this through Zalith Launcher's default file manager. Okay, default file manager. Take 3. So what did I do again? Open main directory. I went into the top directory of the folder. This is my main directory of all of my folders on my device. And then I grabbed my mod. So let's grab, I don't even know what other ones. This is NeoForge, maybe Iris. Let's copy that one. Copy, go to external storage, or software private storage, I mean, and then go to .minecraft, versions, fabric, mods, and then paste, which is that little paste icon. I pasted that mod in there inside of Zalith Launcher. You don't need to do anything outside of Zalith Launcher. You can also copy mod packs. So like, let's say I have a mod pack that I downloaded. I don't know if I have any, by the way. Actually, I could just go and copy. Let's go with horrorcraft.minecraft versions. Let me grab this whole folder, okay? Horrorcraft folder, copy it. Go to my software private directory, go to .minecraft versions, and I want to paste that whole folder in there. I can paste that whole folder right there. And you don't believe me? It should show up here, but maybe that's not the right one. I don't know. Yeah, there it is right there. See? Horrorcraft. I just copied and pasted that very easily. Just learn how to use the program and don't use anything outside of the program. Like, what did I say? Stop using Zarchiver.